Hey, what's up, guys? I am the Epic Gamer, bringing you this, I wouldn't really call it a hilarious work story. It was really scary, so I'll go with I don't even work story. And first off, I just want to thank you guys so much for all your support on the last video. I don't know if it'll be the last video when I upload this, but anyways, the New Year's one, my New Year's resolution, and no one commented that yet, and I'm so happy. Zach's gonna move to New Brunswick, we learned. He's gonna come work at my movie theater. Immature God called me about 1,001 Canadian insults, which was awesome too. So I know what to call people whenever, you know, any other Canadians that piss me off. I'll just say, hey, you're a hockey lover, or forget what it is, moose fucker. I don't even know. That one was disgusting. We do not do that to moose. This is meese? Must be meese. Moose plural is definitely meese. Mice, meese, moose, meese, right? I mean, okay. So anyways, the subject of this video. So I was at work on New Year's Day, working 12 to 8. And I didn't like it. I don't like that shift, 12 to 8. I don't have my morning, I don't have my night. Plus it was New Year's Day, so I really wanted to sleep. And we were the only thing that was open, so it was extremely busy. So anyways, other than all that, I get there, and this happens around an hour into my shift, and I'm sitting in the office just typing out some stuff. We need to put how many people we did. So like, we have sets, normally 4 in a day if it's a weekend, and then 2 if it's a weekday, depending when we're open. But since it's Christmas break, we just always had 4 in a day, so we were open all day, which is why I was there at 12. So anyways, so I was doing it for first set, and I think we didn't do that many people that set, maybe around like 100 or 200. So that was really low. And then I hear someone just go to my office door and just knock constantly. They're just knocking really hard, really long. So I open the door, and then they're like, someone's having a seizure in number 6. I start freaking out because the only 2 managers that are there, we don't have our first aid, so we don't know what the hell to do. So I like sprint across the lobby, run into number 6, and I see like 4 people walk out. So I'm like, oh my god, they're walking out because it's so bad. And then I go in there and I look, and no one's having a seizure. And so I just stand there and I just look, and people are like, everyone is looking at me. Not at the theater screen, not at the movie that's going on. Everyone's looking at me. So I'm like, okay, this is really awkward. Like, is it really obvious and I just can't see it? So I leave the theater, and then I go see like the other manager. I'm like, well, I didn't see anyone having a seizure. She's like, oh, no, the 4 people that left, 2 of them was the person having a seizure and her husband, and then the other 2 people were a nurse and her boyfriend. So there was a nurse that was randomly in the theater watching a movie, and then that happens, and I was like, holy crap. So they went to the washroom. She brought her to the washroom or whatever. We had someone go clean because she threw up. So this is what happened. I talked to the husband, very graphic. I said, what happened? He said, well, she was sitting there. Then she said, I don't feel good. Then her eyes rolled behind her head. She started having a seizure, and she threw up everywhere. It's like, thank God I'm not an usher anymore. So we need someone to clean that. And anyway, so I gave them all free passes. To the people that had the seizure, and her husband, and also the nurse and the guy that helped out. I gave them a free pass because I'm nice. So anyways, everyone was happy. That situation was dealt with. I still went in the office, and I was still freaking out because holy crap. And then after that, some gentleman comes up to me and he shakes my hand, and you know when like it's really awkward shaking someone's hand, like I don't know why, like it's not, I don't feel awkward shaking people's hand, just he made it awkward. Like he made it really awkward when I was shaking his hand. So this is what happened. He walks up to me, shakes my hand with a very tight grip, so I had to, like, you know, do a tight grip as well. And then he pulls me closer to him. He's like, what's a lot of movie? With lots of sex. And I was like, oh my god, you're like 80. And he's like, don't tell my wife though. And then his wife shows up, and she has the biggest shiner ever. And I don't know, it looks like a clenched fist hitter. And I felt really awkward. And I don't know, maybe she could have fell and landed on her eye, and not have any bruising, any results. But it was a really, really big shiner, and it was scary. I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my god, this guy's gonna rape me. So, anyways, and then we start talking, and then he asked me about every single movie. We have 8 theaters. I think we had 9 movies playing, because like 2 movies switch out day and night, because one of them's a kids movie and then the other one's a movie that isn't so popular anymore. I think it's Creed. Yeah, Creed switches out. So anyways, so I'm standing there and he's asking me about every single one of the 9 movies, what they're about, while still, like, he stopped shaking. He was just holding my hand at this point. And I was like, oh my god, I'm holding this really old guy's hand in the middle of the lobby. His wife has a really big shiner. This is really awkward. Like, she didn't even try to cover it with makeup or anything. You could tell. So anyway, we stand there for a good 5 to 6 minutes. He's just talking to me, holding my hand. I don't even know what to say at this point. I was just scared. I was like, oh my god. So, yeah, at the end, he's like, okay, we're gonna go see Sisters. And then he starts talking about the times. He's like, okay, so what time does it play at? I'm like, sir, it says it right there, but I'll just repeat them for you, so you please stop holding my hand. And like this time I was trying to, like, you know, move my hand and try to get out of it, but no, he just kept holding tighter and just kept holding onto my hand. And then after all of that, he finally decides he's gonna go see Sisters. I think it was like 6:45 or something. It was the early evening show. And so he does, and then he goes, after a bit, he's like, oh, where do I buy the tickets? I'm like, oh, you can buy them at the concessions or box office or wherever you please. So he's like, okay. So anyways, I walk away, and then I come back, and then he's like, thank you, you're a very good server. You're good at customer service. I'm like, oh, thank you, sir. And then I shake his hand again. Big mistake. And then he looks at me, and he goes, did you have braces, or did your mother just feed you well? I was like, oh, my mother just fed me well. Because apparently he liked my teeth. That's really awkward, though. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. It was a really awkward... This was all New Year's Day, too. Great start to the year. Anyways, guys, I am the Epic Gamer, and I will see all of you beautiful people next time. So, see you next time, guys.